Welcome to Capricorn season, baby, where it is the season of I do, I use. And this reading, if you were started playing it, if you were attracted to it, this reading is for you. And this is where we're going to focus on how we can just do fucking better. In Capricorn season, it's not just about, ambition and drive and getting to the mountaintop. There's steps along the way. There's people that you encounter along the way. And I feel like this reading, if you're drawn to it, there's something about we can do better. We can treat people better. What is it that you are doing actively that is contributing to the betterment of your family, of yourself, of your community, of the collective, Hydrate. Light it if you got it. Let's get in. Let's get it in. What's up? It's your girl, Jay, the High Priestess, back at it again with the general tarot reading for Capricorn, Sun, Moon, and Rising. And here I want to focus on the Capricorn motto, I do. I don't try, I do. And so, take a deep breath as I create a safe space for my benevolent ancestors, Mother God, Father God, Mother Earth. Thanking you for the most useful, helpful, and divinely aligned messages for this Capricorn season 2023. Like I said before, hydrate, light it if you got it. So, for our greatest and highest good, how can we do better? What do we need to do? What is the activity that we're needing to really focus on? This is a general reading, so eat the meat, leave the bones. Damn. Okay, what you can do better is being done. Stop putting energy into things that are burning you out. Stop putting energy into people that are burning you out. Stop feeding dead situations. What is this Capricorn season? It's like the first thing to be clarified is your ability to pivot, your ability to remove yourself from a situation, your ability to be done, your ability to stand on business, your ability to I said what I said. This could be something that you're having to say or do in regards to somebody with Aries, Leo, or Sagittarius placements, or there may be somebody with fire placements that's really inspiring you. Someone with fire placements that is putting a lot of work in, or is contributing a lot, or is really inspiring you. I feel like what you need to do is focus on initiating a new relationship with your physical, spiritual, and sexual energy, and making sure that your actions match your ambitions. And that just is going to require some assessment, which is why we're dealing with, Mercury retrograde. And granted, the first Mercury goes direct in Sagittarius, but he's still got to catch up on all those degrees that he was retrograde at, and get back to Capricorn where that spot in Capricorn where he originally went retrograde. And so there is a lot of cleanup crew is how this feels like. What you can do better is know when you're I know where I'm wanted. I can go where I'm wanted. I can go where I'm needed. I know when, what we're able to do better is knowing when something is over, knowing when something new is beginning. The tens are new beginnings. And so I feel like what you can do is get real clear about what it is you need to, what you need to go ahead and turn your back on. What you need to go ahead and initiate this thing or start this thing. It may require a lot of energy. It may require a lot of effort. It may require a lot of elbow grease, but you got the goods. Mars has been in Sagittarius and will now be exalted in Capricorn. And so we all are going to be having access to this boost of physical, spiritual, and sexual energy. And it's time to get real clear and intentional about what you want to do what you want to use it for. What you want to get real clear about what you want to do with this influx of energy. Ooh! because it looks like there's all this prosperity and independence and autonomy and stability that wants to come in, accompanied with a fuck ton of freedom. Freedom, fun, sexuality, like, you know, sex, drugs, and rock and roll, like your particular brand of sexy, your kinks, your sexual desires. I feel like there are people out there who absolutely meet that. And the divine is asking you to, okay, I put those down and I feel like they need to come out. I feel like that the divine is asking you to turn away. That the divine is asking you to deal with and face your emotional conflict. 4:44 on the fucking clock. On the 4:44 on the right path for sure. Keep saying 4:44 on the right path for sure. Baby, I love you completely. Shout out to Justin Nizuka. Anyway, what do we need to stop doing? What behaviors or habits need to be uprooted out of us? I feel like it's time to start doing what makes you feel free. Stop trying to control things. Stop trying to control this person. Maybe there's an Aries or a Scorpio you need to stop doing or stop fucking with or stop like fighting with possibly. Maybe some of you are fighting with an Aries, Scorpio, or a father figure or a boss or an authoritative figure, a coach, a mentor. I feel like choose your battles more wisely. 555 on the clock. So there's definitely something about stop initiating conflict. Also, maybe some of you have an entrepreneurial pursuit that you have like, you've started, but you're not like doing the things that you know you need to do. Some of us may be in this position where it's like you started something, but you're not giving it your all. Or you started something and there's just like nothing but like the logic that you have or the backhand. It's like you got the logo, you have the LLC, you have the policies and procedures or things like that. It's like you have this stuff on the back end that's done, but like marketing and being the face of it and like really getting yourself to this point where it's like a public thing. I feel like there's time warps around that. Like there's a halting around that. Making sure that you're not like, stop approaching things from like ego or like the desire to be right. Do you want to be right or do you want to be at peace? Do you want to be right or do you want to be in this relationship? Do you want to be right or, you know, do you want to keep arguing? Stop trying to boss people around, maybe. That could be a thing. Stop trying to control this person. It's definitely not, like there is no controlling an Aries unless you like got them, you know. And usually you got to be like breaking them off rather properly for you to even have a hold on an Aries. Anyway, there is I do. Because another thing that I really want to focus on is or that the real download that came through is like, what can we do to treat people better? There's something about like treating people better or doing right by people. What can we do to start treating people better or opening our hearts? This doesn't have to be like charity necessarily, but is there any correction around like how we're treating people? Or the treatment you're allowing from other people. That could be a thing too. What you're tolerating. the Hermit, the Queen of Cups, and the Nine of Wands. So I feel like what you can do to treat people better is actually coming out of, for some of you, it's like coming out of your Hermie hole, like hidey hole, and actually interacting with people. Call your people back, text your people back, email the people back, make the phone calls. It's time to be mature. I feel like what you're able to do also to treat people better is start being more inclusive, stop isolating yourself. I feel like there is a difference between satisfactory solitude and isolation, and you're in this position of like really learning the difference between the two. And with the Queen of Cups, she's like, hey, it's time to really make sure you're taking the inclusive approach. You'll treat people better when you treat yourself better. You'll treat people better naturally when your cup is full and you acknowledge how special and sweet you are, and therefore you feel really, really worthy of that kind of special good treatment being returned back to you. I feel like what we can do to start treating people better is also starting to realize or recognize the resources that we have around us. Some of you have, like, you want to create a business, you want to start this thing, you want to change your life, you want to lose weight, you want to do these things, and you have people around you who have the tools, who have the knowledge, who have the expertise to be able to assist you with this. And it's time to start doing that. It's time to start using your resources. And honestly, for the rest of this, I just want Spirit to do its thing. What messages do you have around doing, around how we need to improve our behavior, or how we interact with the collective, or we're going to do this, and then we're going to dive over into the plunge, the Page of Pentacles reversed, and Judgment. So I feel like the Divine's already told you. I feel like we already know the things that we need to do. And it's like little shit has to stop so the big shit can pop. I feel like, oh shit, here we go. Spirit is really calling you out on your behaviors, on your patterns, on your eating habits, and how you move your body, how you value your body. There may be somebody with Libra or Taurus or Scorpio placements really influencing you or inspiring you to start treating your body better, or to start doing right by your body. With the Page of Cups also, okay, and then the Divine is like, you start really doing your part, okay? We start doing our part by, getting our head out of the sand. I feel like there's been some intrusive thoughts. There may have been, Mercury retrograde, I feel like, is supposed to be exposing our darkness, our shadow. Some of us have been having trouble sleeping, having trouble eating, overeating, undereating, depriving ourselves in some sort of a way. There may be some really stressful situation with somebody with Gemini, Libra, Aquarius, Taurus, Virgo, or Capricorn placements. I feel like with Judgment out, there's something here about get off the fence, make the decision, make the changes, reinvent yourself, and then all of a sudden the world changes. You really need to let yourself, and I know that this is the Wheel of Fortune, but I'm saying your world changes. The Wheel of Fortune indicates a turning point. This is like things going in your favor. You feeling like really guided by fate. You really allowing yourself to surrender to the Divine, to understand that you ain't in control of nothing but what you put in your body. We can't control anything but what we voluntarily put into our bodies, whether we react or respond, and what we do about our intentions. We already know. The OGs know. Thank you, Spirit Squad. Shout out. But the wheel is turning and things feel shaky and unstable because you're standing on a wheel and it's moving, And I feel like this heaviness, this darkness, this insecurity and anxiety, these shitty things that people have said, people ghosting you, people walking out of your life. Some of you have gotten fired. Some of you have quit a job that you regret quitting. Some of you have ended situations that you regret ending, and it's just like, no, what has been removed from your field has been very purposefully removed from your field because it was contributing to the perpetuation of an outdated mindset, an outdated perspective on this like one solitary like dope ass life that you have in your dope ass body, and it's time to get busy living. Period. You won't be afraid of death if your ass has done your part to get busy fucking living. You know? I was just having this conversation last night. There's just something here about like, when I'm doing my part, I ain't got shit to worry about. And we sip. Cheers. And the Page of Pentacles reversed is like, I feel like there's some news, there's some conversations, there's some aha moments that you're having that are really letting you know, bitch, dude, God, King, love, I've got to get my shit together. I've got to like switch things up in this realm. For some of you, it's eating habits. For some of you, it's business habits. For some of you, it's like time management issues. For some of you, it is... This is the only card I feel like clarifying. Please clarify the Page of Pentacles. Normally I save the clarifications for the plunge, but I'm gonna let y'all get a little sippy sip, a little taste. The Knight of Pentacles, the King of Wands, the Ace of Pentacles, and the Three of Wands. It's like we're sleeping on ourselves. There's multiple streams of income. Some of you are visionaries. Some of you have like, some of you are also gonna be great partners, great fathers. You're going to attract in great partners, attract in people who will show up as like great mentors, great bosses. I feel like there's like good people in power coming into your life. There's people who are passionate about you coming into your life. I feel like the divine is asking you to understand that your timing doesn't mean shit to the divine. Love you. Boop, that's just for you. Your timing doesn't mean shit to God. And the sooner that we can own that, the sooner we can release the reins, you know, and just like fucking breathe. All you can do is your part. And what your part is what you voluntarily put into your body, whether you react or respond, and what you do about your intentions. And looky what's on the bottom of the deck. I told you some people are trying to come in and love you. The divine's trying to give you this like reconnect your access to the wellspring, your faucet being turned all the way on, you being able to like feel comfortable waiting at the fountain, waiting to be found, waiting for what's yours to come to you. While you tend to all the stuff that you can tend to. The Page of Pentacles reversed, this definitely has to do with habits. Like, what are you diligent about? How do you spend your time? How do you spend your money? How you're spending your energy? You know, like for some of you, it's like you're spending way too much time on work and you need play. You need fun. You need sex. You need love. You need friendship. You need connection. Material wealth and material gain is not why you're here. That's not your mission here. I promise you. For others, I feel like you've been playing too damn much and it's time to go ahead and start getting in gear and understanding, yes, slow and steady wins the race, but it's time to get an assessment, an inventory of all the things that you know you need to do, break it down into smaller parts so that you can spread it out over time, map out your time, map out, like we've got to start moving towards getting organized. It's Capricorn season, baby. I miss my nails so fucking much. I can't handle these little kitten claws. I'm doing my best, y'all. I'm doing my best. But anyway, I just feel like whenever you allow yourself to be humbled and be honest about like, okay, I've been dropping the ball on this. Then all of a sudden you start elevating, progressing from the page to the knight to the king. And then an ace comes in. You know, and the Three of Wands reverse lets me know that we've been in this place where we've just been dreaming the dreams and thinking up our ambitions, but now the Capricorn season's like, yo, what about what the actions do? What that body do? What are you doing? How are you contributing? How can you make things better? What can you control so that you can start to really merge your passion with your practicality? You can have this purpose-driven life and therefore have the financial prosperity as a byproduct naturally. But there is something about, like, I feel like Spirit's already told you. You already know what you need to do. And it has a lot to do with getting receptive. It has a lot to do with nakedness. It has a lot to do with transparency, with vulnerability. Say the things that need to be said. Make these hard decisions. Go ahead and say what needs to be said. Some of you, like, you need to talk. Go ahead and have the breakup talk. Some of you need to go ahead and quit and, like, draft up your resignation. Some of you need to go ahead and let this person know that you don't want to be friends with them, or you don't want to do this project with them. Some of you need to go ahead and, you know, like, make the decision to, like, get in the gym, to start shifting your diet, to start being more health conscious. Some of us are in the position, like, it's time to, you know, finally say your piece with the marriage or with the connection or with the commitment that you're in. For some of you, this justice is the deliberation and judgment is the verdict. So for some of you, this is like going ahead and doing that legal thing. Maybe you are suing somebody, or maybe you are, you know, filing a legal complaint. Maybe you're getting divorced, or maybe you're, you know, whatever it is. Like, it's time to go ahead and do that thing, because when you do it, damn, XXX, when you do it, there's all these brand new beginnings that get to open up. There's all this new space that gets created once you allow yourself to be really honest and stripped down and get vulnerable and transparent and, you know, brutally honest with yourself and your loved ones and those around you about, like, what the fuck's really going on. So therefore you can allow yourself to start receiving what the divine's trying to give you. You know? Final message. What's coming in? Actually, that feels like a separate message. No, final messages. Yeah, sorry. They're like, no, that wasn't for now. Final messages for this season of I Do. 9 of Cups reversed, Death reversed. Some of us know, we've been known. This is just me yelling at you. You're already yelling at yourself. You know what you need to end. You know what you need to be done with. You know who you need to separate from. You know who you need to create boundaries and separation with. And yes, it's going to require an emotional outpouring. Yes, it's going to be an emotional situation. Yes, they're going to have an emotional response. And you have everything that you've ever needed in order to deal with that. Stop making excuses. I'm saying this to you and myself. I love you. And it's time to invest in the truth, invest in patience, and know that you're worth receiving everything that you want to receive. It's just, I need to understand, faith without works is dead. So all you can do is plant the seed, water the bush, prune the bush. But like, it's so wasteful of your energy to sit there and try to watch it grow and try to, like, control its growth rate and bitch at the bush because it's not growing fast enough, or it's not blooming, or you're not getting as many fruit as you thought that you would. That's a mismanagement of your energy. I'll see you over on Patreon. For free shit, check out my Instagram at JustJ_everything, TikTok at JustJEverything. All of the links are in the description box below. Please hit the like button. Go ahead and subscribe. Hit the bell button so you can get notifications for your girl. I'll see you over on Patreon, patreon.com/JustJEverything. Let's get into it. And of course, my fucking remote version of the video, go to Patreon.